Question 1045. If you could travel back to medieval times, what single object would you take with you that would guarantee that you would be made king/worshipped as a god?
Nuclear bomb and machine guns. Do what I tell you, I'll blow you fucking up.
You'd have to take more than one, so you couldn't do it. How you couldn't? You wouldn't. Well, I suppose you could take one and then pretend you had another.
Boomstick. This is my boomstick.
Nanny says. So is this what?
Rocket-propelled grenade.
A rocket-propelled grenade. I don't think an iPhone would be that useful.
No, battery would die. I'm thinking probably an airplane or
I've gone through this before about the battery dying, and I'm not doing it again. The whole fucking they had things, little ones that you can plug in, and it'll whatever. But you could take pictures of people.
Yeah.
Think about or play video.
You take Polaroid camera.
You'd probably get killed as a witch, though. You'd be burned.
You're stealing people's souls. Nerdy says, so is this normal time travel or time travel as a superpower? You just get dumped there. 9 o'clock hero says an almanac. See, that's a sensible answer.
I'll take a tank.
Julie says, you should have kept me in, Dave. I'm going to feel really guilty if something bad just happened to him. To Sammy, that is. Aunt Jer says smartphone. Julie says boomstick. Stool says blackcurrant jelly.
See, I've thought about this quite extensively, Dave.
Have you?
I have. And with the lighter, now you've mentioned before you don't think that a lighter would be very impressive because they already have fire.
They have no. They keep fire is the point.
Exactly, and that you can just go and produce fire basically from your hand, as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, but it won't be that. The reason I don't think it'd be that impressive is from about several thousand years ago, we had firekeepers. We had people that always kept fire around. That kept.
But
it,
did they
the
just
to
go?
Light. No, I do agree with you that it might be slightly impressive, but not. I'm not convinced. Just not convinced by a lighter. I think a flamethrower would be more impressive.
What Jenny just said.
Flamethrower, yeah. Martin says, not my phone, it would be a brick, but maybe an MP3 player loaded with metal. Jenny says, my iPhone if I had broadband internet. Of course you don't have broadband internet. Julie says, I bring how to culture penicillin. They'd kill you as a witch. Brian Griffin says, a modern day vibrator would make you a god to the medieval chicks.
You can't say they'd kill you as a witch there, because then that really applies to anything that's going to impress them.
Yeah, it really does.
Depends
unless
how
he's powerful enough to scare them into submission.
Yes, I think that's the point.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. All of us here are going to get burnt as witches or heretics in this situation.
They're not going to burn me at my fucking thing that I'm bringing back.
Paul Camish says a Sterling submachine gun. Micro Raptor says a TARDIS. TARDIS isn't real. Nerdy says, I think I'd take back a robot ninja with a nuclear heart as a power supply. Again, doesn't exist. Morton says a plague vaccine.
Time travel doesn't exist.
Why am I echoing?
Can I bring back an F-17?
What's an F-17?
First, look it up. You've definitely seen it in pictures. It was around in the 90s. It was the first stealth fighter jet that was available. It looks quite alien as well.
How exactly would you fuel it?
There's oil in the ground, and nobody else is putting CO2 in the air but me, so it'll be okay.
I thought it was the F117 was the first one.
Yeah, F117.
Okay, listen, no, you can't have that.
No,
That'd be terrible. No.
Wait,
Go on.
fuck off. Okay,
Yeah,
you would be
F-117,
starting a
F-117.
trend. You understand that since 1850, we are now at the point where we're fucked. Can you imagine you start the 15 fucking hundreds? Fuck your face, man. Big. You are not starting that shit. I don't care if you think you're the only one. It will escalate.
Right. Okay. I have a point that's much more
I'm
important. Okay. You don't want one of those. You want to
taking
go
it
with a
over.
Harrier jump jet or a helicopter, something that can land anywhere and just hover overhead. Hover
I
overhead.
hate all of
fucking
you.
brilliant.
There wasn't.
Oh,
Was there not an edition of that? The B model or the N model that could vertical lift off? No.
Not of the stealth stuff. I don't think.
I'd sort of bring back a very large commercial airliner, to be honest, so they can take them all to, like, you know, places they never thought they could see.
Man, there's a way to get our guns.
um,
There we go, Mando. You can't come over here and kill me because it'd be bad for the environment.
Stool says, "Do I get to wear a pointy hat?" 9 o'clock hero says, "A modern steel sword knife." Julie says, "I'll take death as a witch if I can save some people from bubonic plague." Yandia says, "Basketball." Stool says, "A skateboard." Nerdy says, "A full metal exoskeleton." Don't think we got them yet either. Harmonica Man says, "A personal helicopter with weaponry." Stool says, "I'm going to stop reading Stool." Ripe melons. Jenny says, "Manual telegraph." 9 o'clock hero says, "A JCB." A JCB would be fucking awesome. Never Again says, "I don't like the idea of being worshipped, so I'll say here, thank you." Lol, stay here. What's a Victrola? Jenny says a Victrola. Nerdy says a propane torch. And you can't land the plane, which is what I said. 9 o'clock hero says magic trick equipment. Talking bird. Jenny says a bandsaw and a power drill. Did they not have bandsaws? I thought they did.
Well, how long are we talking about? What sort of?
Medieval.
I'm not sure because yeah,
they had them back then.
I mean, don't get me wrong, not
See,
powered.
as I said, thought about this quite extensively, Dave, and another thing that I've thought about is music.
They had lots of music.
Of course, they had fucking music, Dave. Modern music.
They had modern for the
You
time.
probably wouldn't like it. It's like when somebody listens to dubstep.
bandsaw was patented in 1809. So
What the fuck? What?
No, sorry. What he said was it's like when someone listens to dubstep. That fucking got me.
Nerdy says, "Fine, I'll have to take back something that's just normal. Then I'll take a microscope/telescope and teach people stuff." Harmonica Man
What the
says,
fuck
"Toilet
is a
paper."
microscope/telescope?
Well, a microscope or a telescope, I think was his point.
Okay, I was gonna say it's kind of got to be one or the other. Two different types of lenses. So.
Jenny says a harmonica. Stool says a little cloth bag that makes a jingling sound when you shake it.
Stop reading Stool's answers.
I know. Aunt Jer says a yoga ball. Spooky said me.
All right, I've got it.
You've got it.
I've got it. A laser pointer, but
A laser
one of the
pointer.
really powerful ones. That
The ones you can
like-
use to start fires remotely. That'd
Yes.
be cool. I've got one of them.
I was going to say that to suggest a telescope would be a bad idea in medieval times
Why?
because someone again is getting done for heresy against the church.
Yes.
Mm.
Same goes for any kind of vaccine or anything.
I know he didn't. Yeah, and I know he didn't invent it, but like Galileo, you know.
Math Pig, what was your answer there?
In the chat,
Yeah.
I'd take your server room back with me, filled with all the information required to build a self-sustaining, eco-friendly society.
How would you power it?
Solar panels, because I've built that information onto the computer, and before it dies, I build one.
There
My girlfriend used to make them, if you don't know, so I've got a wee helping hand there.
Sorry, David.
Yeah, you're trying to fix what you already broke, honey. It's not working.
No, I was just totally thinking of this already. You know, this was.
They did have water wheels. I think you could hook up to a dynamo.
Yeah. Magnetic rocks, we can get a wee dynamo going. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. There's another answer. Solar panels. Take some solar panels back. You can harness
so
power.
much
Once you've got power, then what?
Taking solar panels back, yes, but making solar panels would be, impossible in medieval times.
But making powered water wheels would not be.
Yeah, the water wheels would be okay, but I mean,
yes, but you can't make solar panels when you first arrive because the equipment isn't there. But I've already brought information back, taking into account that I'm going to medieval times, knowing what's there. I've stored the information and the process of what to do to refine these metals and plastics, eco-friendly plastics, to make these solar panels.
Okay, you do that.
They had glass, you know. It's not going to be a great solar panel, but it's going to be a solar panel.
Fair enough.
It's going to be a math pig.
I mean, why bother with that? We could refine uranium more easily.
I don't know. Manda, do you like uranium? Can I use that?
Nuclear power is valid.
It's Steve's server room. There's probably 60 computers. There's a lot of information to be coming back with us.
And a lot of porn.
It's going to be a fucking society of horny scientists. That's just what the
Never Again says, how would you defend it from the hordes from smashing it up?
The hordes?
Yes.
I have it built inside my castle because I've convinced a small plethora of people to agree with me.
That and my rocket-propelled grenades.
And if you can, I suppose technically you could, if you can do solar panels and whatever, you may be able to put the theory of the Archimedes death ray to the test of what it affords.
Morton says, loads of Lego. I assume it's pretty boring. Let's get to the end of this.
Dave, answer the question.
Never Again says wind turbines. Paul Camish says Donald Trump. Nerdy says, I take the plans to the time travel machine that took me there in the first place. Nerdy says, or I take back one of those butt plug tails. No one's got one of them.
I don't know how much good that's going to do.
Dave.
I quite like the idea of a JCB. And a lot of fuel.
What? No, it's two things, motherfucker.
A custom JCB with a massive fuel tank.
An oil drilling rig.
An oil drilling rig.
Fuck off.
I didn't say that it wouldn't be drilled. It could of course be drilled very responsibly.
With carbon capture technology. Wait. With carbon capture technology.
Yeah.
Wait. Here's the thing. If you end up doing what MathBig does, and you start producing less electricity, and you teach them how to do it without using fossil fuels, you have kind of negated what happened with the Industrial Revolution, and you've given us clean energy for life, and none of this bullshit.
See, I see it.
Keeps us warm too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would teach? I'd teach them how to make a Stirling engine.
MathBig saved the world.
Yep.
But on the downside of it, we wouldn't have some really cool sports cars.
Morton has super chatted me. Dave answered a question I never thought I would see the day. It happens occasionally, very rarely.
When I'm here.
Nerdy says a coal burning power plant. See, coal needs a lot less effort before you burn it. Coal would work.
Oh no, we just got man in a good mood. Shush, Dave. Skip these comments in the chat.
But we can have carbon capture technology. We'll take that with us too. Oh, that's two things. We can't have that, apparently.
But you're counting an entire
Why start with the
energy-
fucking fossil fuels? Why? Why
Because-
don't you the carbon
Factory is
capture
one
technology
item.
if you don't start with the fucking fossil fuels?
Because there is a lot
All
of
green
energy there.
Energy is valid. Just saying. I think you got me yelling again. Thanks, Dave. Go back to smoking.
Has everyone answered?
Yes.
Right.
Have I? I'm just trying to think.
Have you?
I'm not sure if I did. I'm not sure if I did or not actually. No, I don't know because I see pitfalls in any potential thing that I bring back. That it's not going to make on the premise that it's going to make me,
You could
Whereas
take
it's
back
I
and
see-
invent the postal service, Jeff.
it's hardly gonna elevate you to godhood, though, is it?
No.
Well, neither's a laser pointer, really, but
To be fair,
I mean, to be fair,
and I'd have to go a lot further back than medieval times.
Yeah.
all you need to be elevated to God, to not even God, but King, okay, is a single AK-47 with about 150 bullets.
Oh,
That was my
that would
first
work.
answer.
Say again?
That was my first answer. Was a gun. And
She came back.
you said I wouldn't allowed it because it was. You're an asshole. You're stealing
there's
my.
no sensible answers here, I think.
No, there isn't.
You know that.
There
There
really
is.
is.
It's Dave's server room filled with all the information to save the world.
Nerdy says a potato peeler.
I'm thinking I think.
Right.
It depends it depends where in the medieval world you're going to end up with the fucking potato peeler. Because if you're in medieval Europe, let's say pre-discovering America, a potato peeler is going to be pretty fucking useless to you.
You can peel carrots.
Really
You can
good.
peel turnips.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.